You're about to watch one of my very first YouTube videos from February of 2017 that I deleted a while ago because, to be honest, it's kind of embarrassing. Hey guys, it's Anna and welcome back to my channel. So the other day I came across my first ever Q&A video and then I realized it's been a little while since I've done a Q&A, so I thought it'd be fun to go through and re-watch that video and answer the questions now to see what's changed. Before we get into watching that video though, I thought I should answer some of your more recent questions as well. So I asked for questions over on my Instagram story and now I'm just going to be going through the top 5 most asked questions. This first one was probably the most popular question on there and it is, are you going to college next year? I feel like the reason why so many people were asking this question is because I know last year I said I took a gap year from school, which obviously I did. And really what I learned from taking this gap year is I absolutely love what I'm doing at the moment. So for me right now, it wouldn't really make much sense to go and take something in university or college that I'm not really interested in when I'm already doing something that I absolutely love. I feel like a lot of people don't realize this, but with the time it takes to edit and film and do things like sponsorships, it really is a full-time job doing YouTube and social media. So if I was going to school full-time, I definitely wouldn't be able to put as much work into my channel and making different stretch challenges and fun videos for you guys, which doesn't even seem like work to me. It's just something that I absolutely love doing. So no, I do not have any college plans at the moment. Maybe a few years down the road, I'll decide I want to go back to school. But for right now, I want to keep doing YouTube and social media as my job, even though I don't really think of it as work. It's just something that I love to do. The next question is, are you still doing cheer? So this year was actually supposed to be my last year of doing cheer, but if you've been subscribed for a while, you would know that 2 years ago, I was on a worlds team. Also, if you're not subscribed yet, I would really appreciate it if you could do that and also give this video a thumbs up. Anyways, like I said, I was on a worlds team from 2019 into the beginning of 2020.
Our last at-large world bid goes to none other than Sky Athletics.
So at the beginning of 2020, we got a bid to go to Worlds, and if you're not into cheerleading and don't know what Worlds is, it's basically like the biggest cheer competition. But then obviously, because it was in April of 2020, it got canceled, so we never actually got the chance to compete at Worlds. So I'm going to do cheer for one more year to be on that team, and hopefully we get the chance to go to Worlds. The next of the 5 most asked questions before we get into that deleted video is, what should I do if I get bored while stretching? Personally, I obviously really enjoy stretching. I just find it so relaxing to do a stretch routine, but if you're someone that loves to be doing something all the time, I can totally see how you get bored just holding a stretch. So if you want to start stretching more but just find it boring, something you could do is listen to something like an audiobook, and that can definitely make the stretch routine go by a lot faster. The audiobook retailer I like to use is called Chirp, who is actually sponsoring today's video, so thank you so much to Chirp. What I like about Chirp compared to other audiobook retailers is that there's no subscription fee, so you don't have to pay any monthly payment. You can just simply purchase the books that you want to listen to. And they also have a ton of audiobook deals, and some are up to 95% off. So sometimes you can get a whole audiobook on there for just $2 to $3, which is such a good deal. The book I'm listening to on Chirp right now is The 4-Hour Workweek, and it's literally one of my favorite books that I've ever read or listened to. That one's more of a business-related book though, which I find really interesting, but if you're not into that, they have basically every kind of book on their website and app, whether you're into fiction or nonfiction. So if you want to try out Chirp too, you can use my code McNulty5 to get $5 off your first audiobook. That brings me into my next question, which is, what is your favorite stretching routine? Personally, I love full body stretch routines. I'd say around 90% of the times that I stretch, I do a full body routine. I do think that more specific stretch routines are great though, especially if you're trying to get a certain skill. Like a leg stretching routine would be great for anyone trying to get the splits, or a back stretch routine would be great for getting your back bend. But for myself, I love to do a good full body stretch. And now for the last Instagram question before I get into that old Q&A. So many people ask if I have a boyfriend, and no, I do not. I am still single. Honestly, I'm not really looking for a boyfriend at the moment. I mean, if someone comes around and I just fall in love with them and they want to date, then I'm sure I would. But trying to find a boyfriend is definitely not a priority of mine. Okay, let's get into this old Q&A. I'm sure you guys probably won't think it's that bad, but I cannot believe that I'm about to show this right now. Hi everyone, it's Anna, and for today's video, I'm going to be doing my first ever Q&A video. The first question is from Alexa Anahai, and she said, when did you start cheer and dance? And I started cheer in 2012 and dance in 2015. Okay, so for that question, obviously I can't change the dates I started something, so that's still the same now.
The next question is from CashieK.A, and she said, are you homeschooled and what's your favorite subject? And no, I'm not homeschooled. I go to a public school, and my favorite subject is definitely tech, but I'm not taking that right now, so probably math.
I just find how I answered that question so funny because I remember I was obsessed with tech class. I had the best tech teacher in middle school, so I loved it. And I remember I used to love math too, which is so weird because everyone usually hates math. I feel like that lasted until like grade 11 or 12. I did good in math in those grades as well. I just didn't really like doing it.
Danny Colleen MOHR said, how old are you? And I'm 14 years old.
I feel like most of you already know this, but as of May 2021, when I'm filming this, I'm now 19 years old. It's funny because I was actually getting a lot of questions asking this on that Instagram story too, even though I have my age in my Instagram bio, but I feel like that might be because I recently posted a reel that was of one of those Instagram filters where it's like, what age do you look like? And then it said 42, so I thought it was funny. And in the caption, I put something like, next time someone says I look 13, I'm going to show them this, just as a joke because a lot of people say I look younger than I am, but I feel like I might have actually confused some people with that post looking at the amount of people asking how old I am.
Catherine Panda said, what is a good way to get back flexibility? And to get back flexibility, I definitely recommend trying those stretches in my back stretching video. I know some of them might be a bit advanced, but I recommend just starting off with the easier stretches and then working your way up to the more advanced stretches.
That's pretty well the exact same thing I'd say now, and I'll leave my most recent back stretching routine linked in the description.
Anna E. McNulty _fact_page said, what's your favorite day of the week if you have one? And my favorite day would definitely be Saturday because it's like the only day that I have that I can really do whatever I want to do.
I feel like my favorite day now would probably be Monday just because I can do what I want really any day. I don't know if it's because it's the start of the week or what it is, but I've just been really liking Mondays lately.
Ninny_cheer said, can you come to Germany? And I would love to come to Germany, but I don't have any plans to come to Germany anytime soon. But that is definitely somewhere that I would love to visit.
I think my answer for that one would be the same now once travel and everything is completely open.
XXSandra_cheerXX said, are you a flyer? By the way, your videos help me a lot. Thanks for that. And first of all, I'm so happy that my videos have helped you, and yes, I am a flyer.
Since I am planning on doing cheer again, yes, I am still a flyer.
Miona_Rumier said, where would you most like to go in the world? And I would most like to go to somewhere in Europe like Paris or London, or somewhere tropical like the Bahamas.
For that one, I feel like I have two different answers now, so I would obviously still love to visit those places that I just mentioned in the old video, but if I had to choose a spot that I could travel like at this very minute, it would probably be LA because I had a great trip last time I was there, so I'd love to go back there for a bit longer sometime soon.
Hey, it's Abby said, where do you get your clothes and activewear? And I get my clothes and activewear at a bunch of different places, but one of my favorite places to get activewear is definitely Aviva by Lululemon.
This one has definitely changed. I never shop at Aviva anymore, and I pretty well donated all my clothes from there, and now pretty well all of my activewear is from Gymshark.
And the final question is also from Christina Harlan, and she said, have you ever hurt yourself? Please shout me out. I love your YouTube channel. And I'm so happy that you love my YouTube channel. And I've never broken anything before, but I did once hurt my knee for a couple months, but it's all better now.
I haven't injured myself since that video, so nothing has changed there, and I really hope you enjoyed watching this different kind of Q&A. If you did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and you can click here to subscribe to my channel. To watch my most recent video, click here, and today's flexibility transformation feature goes to pink_fruity with 2 Y's on Instagram. Bye!